Why have you come back so soon? Okay, a man should never be too sure of anything. I would have sworn that you'd not see me here again. Your anger frightened me so, and the things you threatened me with. But how could I tell them that I'd be able to solve the case so soon? No dice throwing game this time. I was only too glad to come. Here's this woman. She is the guilty one. We found her trying to bury him. Take her, then, question her, judge her as you will. I'm through with the whole thing now, and glad of it. But this is Antigone. Why have you brought her here? She was burying him, I tell you. Is this the truth? I saw her with my own eyes. Can I say more? The details. Come, tell me quickly. It was like this. After those terrible threats of yours, King, we went back and brushed the dust away from the body. The flesh was soft by now and stinking. So we sat on a hill to windward and kept guard. No napping this time. We kept each other awake. But nothing happened until the white-brown sun whirled in the center of the brown sky over us. Then suddenly, a storm of dust roared up from the earth, and the sky went out. The plain vanished with all its trees in the stinging dark. We closed our eyes and endured it. The whirlwind lasted a long time, but it passed. And then we looked, and there was Antigone. I have seen a mother bird come back to its stripped nest, heard her crying bitterly a broken note or two, for the young one stolen. Just so, when this girl found the bare corpse, and all her love's work wasted, she wept, and cried on heaven to damn the hands that had done this thing. And then she brought more dust, and sprinkled wine 3 times on her brother's ghost. We ran into her at once. She was not afraid. Not even when we charged her with what she had done. She denied nothing. And this was a comfort to me, and some uneasiness, for it is a good thing to escape from death, but it is no great pleasure to bring death to a friend. Yet I always say, there is nothing so comfortable as your own safe skin. And you, Antigone, you with your head hanging, do you confess this thing? I do. I deny nothing. You may go. Tell me briefly, have you heard my proclamation touching this matter?
It was public. Could I help hearing it?
And yet you dared defy the law.
I dared. It was not God's proclamation that final justice that rules the world below makes no such laws. Your edict, King, was strong, but all your strength is weakness itself against the immortal, unrecorded laws of God. They are not merely now, they were and shall be operative forever, beyond man utterly. I knew I must die, even without your decree. I am only mortal, and if I die now, before it is my time to die, surely this is no hardship. Can anyone, living as I live, with all evil about me, think death less than a friend? This death of mine is of no importance, but if I had left my brother lying in death unburied, I should have suffered. Now I do not. You smile at me. Ah, crayon, think me a fool if you like, but it may well be that a fool convicts me of folly.
Like father, like daughter, both headstrong, deaf to reason. She has never learned to yield.
She has much to learn. The inflexible heart breaks first, the toughest iron cracks first, and the wildest horses bend their necks at the pull of the curb. Pride, in a slave, this girl is guilty of double insolence, breaking the given laws and boasting of it. Who is the man here, she or I, if this crime goes unpunished? Sister's child or more than sister's child, or closer yet in blood. She and her sister would bid her death for this. Go, some of you. Arrest Ismene. I accuse her equally. Bring her and you will find her sniffling in the house there. Her mind's a traitor. Crimes kept in the dark cry for light, and a garden brain shudders. But how much worse than this is brazen boasting of barefaced anarchy?
What more do you want to my death?
Nothing. That gives me everything.
Then I beg you, kill me. This talking is a great weariness. Your words are distasteful for me. I'm sure mine seems so to you, and yet they should not seem so. I should have praise and honor for what I have done. All these men here would praise me were their lips not frozen shut with fear of you.
Ah, the good fortune of kings, licensed to say and do whatever they please.
You are alone here in that opinion.
No, they are with me, but they keep their tongues in leash.
Maybe, but you are guilty and they are not.
There is no guilt and reverence for the dead.
But Eteocles, was he not your brother too?
My brother too.
And you insult his memory.
The dead man would not say that I insulted.
He would, for you honor a traitor as much as him.
His own brother, traitor or not, and equal in blood.
He made war in this country. Eteocles defended it.
Nevertheless, there are honors due all the dead.
But not the same for the wicked as for the just.
Ah, crayon, crayon. Which of us could say what the gods hold wicked?
An enemy is an enemy, even dead.
It is my nature to join in love, not in hate.
Go join them then. If you must have your love, find it in hell.
But see, Ismene comes. Those tears are sisterly. The cloud that shadows her eyes rain down gentle sorrow.
To Ismene,
sneaking my order house, sucking my blood stealthily, and all this time I never knew that these two sisters were aiming at my throne. Ismene, do you confess your share of this throne or deny it? Answer me!
Yes, if she let me say so, I'm guilty.
No, Ismene, you have no right to say so. You would not help me, and I will not have you help me.
But I know what you've meant, and I'm here to join you, to take my share of punishment.
The dead man and the gods who rule the dead knows whose fault it was. Words are not friends.
Do you refuse me, Antigone? I want to die with you. I too have a duty I must discharge to the dead.
You shall not lessen my death by sharing it.
What do I care for life when you're dead?
Ask Crayon, you're always hanging on his opinions.
You're laughing at me. Why, Antigone?
It is a joyous laughter, Ismene.
But can I do nothing?
Yes, say it yourself. I shall not envy you. There will be those who will praise you, and I shall have honor too.
But we're equally guilty.
No more, Ismene. You are alive, but I belong to death.
Gentlemen, I beg you to observe these girls. One has just now lost her mind, the other, it seems, has never had a mind at all.
Grief teaches to steady his mind to waver, King.
Yours certainly did when you assumed guilt of guilty.
But how can I go on living without her?
You are, she's already dead.
But your old son's bride?
There are enough places for him to push his paw. I want no wicked women for my sons.
Oh dearest Haman, how your father wronged you.
I had enough of your childish talk of marriage.
Do you really intend to steal the stone from your son?
No, death would do that for me.
Then she must die.
You'd ask me. But enough of this talk. You there, take them away and guard them well. For they are but women, and even brave men run when they see death coming.
Fortunate is the man who has never tasted God's vengeance. Where once the anger of heaven has struck, that house is shaken forever. Damnation rises behind each child, like a wave, cresting out of the black northeast. And the long darkness under sea roars up and bursts, drumming death upon the wind-whipped sand. I have seen this gathering sorrow from time long past loom upon Oedipus's children, generation from generation, takes the compulsive rage of the enemy god. So lately, this last flower of Oedipus's line drank the sun. But now, passionate word and a handful of dust have closed up all its beauty. What mortal arrogance transcends the wrath of Zeus? Sleep cannot lull him, nor the effortless long months of the timeless gods. But he is young forever, and his house is the shining day of high Olympus. All that is and shall be, and all the past is his. No pride on earth is free of the curse of heaven. The strange dreams of men may bring them ghosts of joy, but as they drowse, the waking embers burn them, or they walk with fixed eyes, as blind men walk. But the ancient wisdom speaks for our own time. Fate works most for woe with folly's fairest show. Man's little pleasure is a spring of sorrow.